France 24's Francois Picard is covering the aftermath of the U.S. election for us in Washington. He joins us now live from there. Francois, it's very early Monday morning, the first working day since the presidential election results were announced. Talk us through what Biden's got in store.
Yeah, he's made that announcement before dawn broke on the U.S. Capitol on this first business day since that Saturday evening speech in Wilmington, Delaware, where the president-elect announced that his first job would be to get that coronavirus task force off the ground. He's given us the names of the chairs and the members of that committee. He said the emphasis is going to be on free testing, a national mandate for mask wearing, and talking about equality of access to testing, to treatment, and eventually to a vaccine. Joe Biden marking his differences with Donald Trump when it comes to the handling of the pandemic. And you might say also staking his ground as someone who's already hitting the ground running. This, of course, because we're in this unprecedented situation where you have the loser in a presidential election refusing to concede.
Exactly. Donald Trump still yet to concede. And we're hearing two different messages from the White House. One that some people, including the First Lady, are encouraging him to concede. The other with a full-on media blitz and a series of court cases trying to keep him in office. What is the Trump campaign planning for today?
Since Saturday, they put out a statement saying that as of Monday, they would be mounting legal challenges across several states. That was made while Trump was, you'll remember, on the golf course when when Pennsylvania put Joe Biden over the top. We'll see how those court cases pan out. So far, they've all been thrown out. And we're seeing mixed reactions inside of the Republican Party itself. On Saturday, when you had Joe Biden going over the top, you had Congressman Roy Blunt in charge of the inauguration, organizing the inauguration, who spoke to people inside of the Biden camp. One source telling me he then got a call back from Blunt saying, well, unfortunately, we can't go on further for now. I don't want to be seen organizing 2 inauguration days. And that broaches the question of a wider concern. One source inside the party telling me that the General Services Administration, they're the ones in charge of things like all the stationery and the phones for all the government offices. Normally, the minute a winner is announced in a presidential election, they are to put aside office space, secure phone lines, and the likes for the incoming president. That has not happened up to now, and so Joe Biden is forced to do more fundraising because for now he's having to pay for his own transition.
Francois, let's talk a bit more about Trump's claims that he wants to have recounts, all of these court cases. He said he wants to have the Supreme Court prove he won the election. Is there still any pathway for him to get to that point?
They're still counting ballots in a lot of those key swing states. He's having more and more ground to make up in Pennsylvania itself. Again, his whole strategy hinges on what would be a dramatic reversal if Pennsylvania suddenly went for him. But overnight, we saw Joe Biden's lead grow in that state. The short answer for you, Jeannie, is no.
Francois, just to wrap up, other people have been saying that if and when Donald Trump leaves office, he could be facing a series of personal court cases. Do we know any more about that? And could we one day perhaps see President Donald Trump behind bars?
Donald Trump will continue to make headlines long after he's U.S. president. There are federal charges. Now, maybe by hook or by crook, he can have those excused away. But then he still faces a slew of state criminal cases. New York State has been particularly aggressive in pursuing charges relating to his business dealings. And yeah, there's a very definite possibility that one day Donald Trump could face jail time.
Francois, thanks so much for that. That's our Francois Picard reporting from Washington.